Hi everyone, today we're going to do lesson 7.5 part 1, writing and graphing inequalities. So how can you use a number line to represent solutions of an inequality? You'll be able to write and graph inequalities, and you'll be able to describe inequalities. So lesson 7.5, an inequality is a mathematical sentence that compares expressions. It contains the symbols less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. To write an inequality, look for the following phrases to determine where to place the inequality symbol. So again, here are the symbols, the inequality symbols. Here are the phrases. So when the little caret is going that way, it's less than, fewer than. If it's going this way, it's greater than, more than. If it is this way with a line under it, it means less than or equal to, is at most, is no more than. And then if it's this way, the greater than with the line under it, it's greater than or equal to, or is at least, is no less than. So we're going to look at a bunch of examples to give you practice before you get started. Write the word sentence as an inequality. A number C is less than -4. So look at all the different parts. So a number C is written there, is less than -4. So the inequality is C is less than -4. So the difference here is that before we were doing equations, so there were equal signs, now they're called inequalities. Here's another example. A number K plus 5 is greater than or equal to 8. So the first part is a number K plus 5, so you're going to write that out, is greater than or equal to, so it's greater than or equal to 8. So then it looks like K plus 5 is greater than or equal to 8. 4 times a number Q is at most 16. So 4 times the number Q, you write that out, is at most, so you use this, it's less than or equal to, because the most it can be is 16. So it can be equal to 16 or less than, it can't be more than, it's at most 16. So the inequality is 4Q is less than or equal to 16. So now we're going to do some practice ones. Write the word sentence as an inequality. So number 1 says a number N, number 1, is greater than 1. So that's a pretty simple inequality. N is greater than 1. So the nice thing is when you get a sentence like this, when you read this out, you should be able to say it. If you say it, it should be the exact same thing for your inequality. So look at number 2. Twice a number P is fewer than 7. So 2 times a number P is fewer than 7, fewer than or less than. So if I read this again, and then I look at my inequality, twice a number P is fewer than 7. So then it works out. So then I know I did that correct. Let's look at the next one. A number W minus 3 is less than or equal to 10. So remember, when you have less than or equal to, when you solve for this part, W minus 3, it could equal 10 because it could be equal to 10, or it's less than 10. Number 4, a number Z divided by 2 is at least -6. So if it's at least -6, it could be equal to -6 or greater. So it's greater than or equal to -6. So now when we look at these, a solution of an inequality is a value that makes the inequality true. So an inequality can have more than one solution. The set of all solutions of an inequality is called the solution set. So we look here at the value of x, 3, 3, 4, or 5. Here's the inequality. So just like we did with equations, we got to say, okay, is it less than or equal to for all of those? If it's true, then it is a solution. So in this case, 3 and 4 would be a solution to this equation, this equality, but 5 is not a solution because when you solve it out, 8 is not less than or equal to 7. It's too much. So now we would check the solution. So tell whether the given value of a solution is a solution of the inequality. So x plus 1 is greater than 7. So they're asking us to check if x equals 8. Okay, so we're going to write the inequality, substitute 8 in for x. 8 plus 1, is that greater than 7? It is, because when you add it, 9. So then you would say 8 is a solution. This right here, 8x equals 8, is a solution of the inequality. Look at this one. 7y is less than 27. So we want to check to see if y equals 4, if that's a solution. So 7y less than 27. Then we do substitute in the 4 for the y. And then when you solve, 28 is not less than 27. So 4 is not a solution. Okay, so y equals 4 would not be a solution. You should not write that one down. Okay, one last example here. We see z over 3, or z divided by 3, is greater than or equal to 5. So if we try out z equals 15, we would substitute it in for z, 15 over 3. And then 5, is that greater than or equal to 5? It is. It's equal to, which that little sign underneath that is. So 15 would be a solution to the inequality. So now we're going to do a couple practice ones. We're going to tell whether 3 is a solution. So we're going to try 3 for these. So instead of b, we're going to substitute in 3 plus 4 is less than 6. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 is not less than 6. So 3 is not a solution for that one. Let's do this. 9 minus n, so we'll substitute in 3, is greater than or equal to 6. So if we solve that, 6, is 6 greater than or equal to 6? It is, because they're equal. So 3 is a solution for that one. And then let's try 3 for this one. So 18 divided by 3 is less than or equal to 10. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Is 6 less than or equal to 10? It is. So again, 3 is a solution. All right. Now you're going to do some of these practice ones on your own. Good luck.